Welcome to HyBiz News. My name is Suresh Kochatal. In what could be possibly the world's largest and fastest ever operation of its kind, UNICEF has announced that it will be leading the procurement and supply of the coronavirus vaccines to ensure that all countries have safe, fast and equitable access to the initial doses when they are available. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, is the world's largest single-way vaccine buyer, procuring more than 2 billion doses of various vaccines annually for routine immunization and outbreak response on behalf of nearly 100 countries. With several vaccine candidates showing promise, the UN agency, in collaboration with the revolving fund of the Pan-American Health Organization, or PAHO, will lead efforts to procure and supply doses of COVID-19 vaccines on behalf of the COVAX Global Vaccines facility for over 92 low and lower middle-income countries whose vaccine purchases will be supported by this mechanism. We are ready for an immense new challenge to lead the global supply of COVID-19 vaccines and help end the worst stage of this pandemic, UNICEF tweeted on Saturday. UNICEF is the world's largest single buyer of vaccines for diseases like measles and polio, procuring over 2 billion doses on behalf of nearly 100 countries each year. Thanks to our supporters, we now have the experience and expertise to deliver COVID-19 vaccines to the world, it said. UNICEF will also observe the procurement policy coordinator to support purchases by 80 higher income economies, which have expressed the intent to participate in the COVAX facility and would finance the vaccines from their own budgets, it said. The vaccine procurement and distribution effort, involving over 170 economies, has the potential to become the world's largest and fastest ever operation of its kind. This is an all-hands-on-deck partnership between the governments, manufacturers, multilateral partners to continue the high-stakes fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, UNICEF Executive Director Henrietta Fore said. In our collective pursuit of the vaccine, UNICEF is leveraging its unique strength in vaccine supply to make sure that all countries have safe, fast, and equitable access to the initial doses as and when they are available, she said. UNICEF will undertake these efforts with close collaboration with the World Health Organization, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, and the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, CEPI, PAHO, the World Bank, the Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation, and other partners. The COVAX facility is open to all countries to ensure that no country is left without access to a future COVID-19 vaccine. About 28 manufacturers have shared their annual production plans for the COVID-19 vaccines through 2023 with UNICEF, which said in a market assessment that the drug makers are willingly to collectively produce unprecedented quantities of vaccine over the coming 1 to 2 years. However, the manufacturers signaled that investments to support such large-scale production of doses would be highly dependent on, among other things, whether clinical trials were successful, advanced purchase agreements were put in place, funding was confirmed, and regulatory and registration pathways were streamlined. UNICEF said a key next step would be to ensuring self-financing economies signing up for the COVAX facility by September 18th, which would allow COVAX to support early at-risk investments in increasing manufacturing capacity on a broad scale. UNICEF has been a critical partner in Gavi's success over the last 2 decades, Gavi Chief Executive Officer Seth Berkley said. Over the 20 years, Gavi has reached 760 million children with life-saving vaccines, preventing more than 13 million deaths. UNICEF has helped us reach more than half the world's population with life-saving vaccines, Berkley said. This expertise and experience will be important in ensuring that COVAX, as a global effort to procure and deliver safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines on an accelerated time frame at an unprecedented scale, can protect the most at risk wherever they may be in the world. Together, we can work and end the acute stage of this pandemic, including the devastating impact on individuals, communities, and economies, Berkley added. The COVAX Global Vaccines Facility is a vaccine pillar of the ACT Accelerator, an initiative launched in April to speed up the development of medicines to treat COVID-19 and make them available to people everywhere. It is operated by Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, CEPI, World Health Organization, alongside multinational and developing country vaccine manufacturers. The facility works to ensure that many countries as possible continue to cooperate to pool the development and procurement and allocation of any COVID-19 vaccines. Thank you for watching.